Good morning, everyone. I entered the building greeting everyone. Good morning, Kim Secretary. I was famous for my humble, polite, and sweet personality. I'm not bragging though. I greeted everyone in my team and entered the CEO's aka Coldest office. He has a personality disorder. At one moment he's sweetest, but the other moment he's cold. You are 10 minutes late, Mrs. Kim. I said without looking at her. Yeah, thanks to my husband for leaving his beautiful wife behind, who had to suffer on the bus to reach the office. I sat smiling sarcastically. He looked at me. I had important documents to prepare for today's meeting. Anyways, so what's my schedule? I ignored her sulking, but smiling internally at her cute pout. You have a meeting at 10 o'clock for which you left your wife behind for suffering. I said with gritted teeth because he was successfully ignoring me. And I again ignored her. It's fun to tease her. You have nothing else to do for today, but you'll be doing tomorrow's work in advance and will be ignoring your wife's existence as always. This time he looked at me. Finally, come here. She walked toward me, still pouting. What? I gasped when he pulled me on his. We are in the office, Taehyung. I know. I snuggled my face. Someone might see us. He snuggled more into me. I'm sorry for leaving you. And I'm sorry for not paying attention to you for the past few days. You know very well that we have to get today's deal at any cost. I'll compensate you today. Let's go out after wrapping up our work. What do you say? I would love that. I smiled wildly and ran away from there. He was looking at me dumbfounded. I looked toward him and blew him a flying. He chuckled at me. I'm so happy. We got our deal for which we worked hard. We both were sitting in Taehyung's cabin. It's all thanks to you. Now hurry up and let's wrap up the work. We have to go out. They started working and with that 2 hours passed. It was 3 now. Let's go. They both walked out of the office. Ryan, are you going somewhere? Yeah, Mr. Kim has a lunch meeting, so I'm going with him. I sat taking my things from my desk while Taehyung already left toward the parking lot. But you said Mr. Kim has one meeting only. Actually, it was sudden. The client is in Seoul, so he wanted to meet Mr. Kim. I didn't tell anyone about our relationship, but they know that Taehyung was married. Why is she sweating and looking nervous as if she's lying? Whatever. Are you going somewhere too? I saw her packing her stuff. I'm done with today's work, so I'm going out with my friends. Okay, bye. I walked toward the parking lot where Taehyung was waiting for me. Where do you wanna go? Amusement park, I said excitedly. Still a kiddo. I started the engine. Why don't you speak the truth that you are afraid of the rides? Me. Yes. Afraid. Yes. Of rides. I scoffed. Yes. Wanna bet? Sure. This is my way of convincing him for everything I want. I know I'm a worldwide genius. They reached the amusement park. Wine was getting excited seeing every ride. She was dragging Taehyung everywhere. Let's go to the roller coaster. I held his hand to go, but he stopped. Let's go to some other rides. Don't be afraid, I'll be with you. I held both of his hands. Who said I'm afraid? Let's go. I started walking, but Ryan stopped me. It's okay if you're afraid of it. Let's go to other rides. I'm not afraid. Let's go. Ryan was hesitant because of Taehyung, but he himself was dragging her. They settled down on their seats. Ryan was looking at Taehyung. Even though he wasn't showing it, he was sweating badly. We really don't have to ride it. Taehyung shook his head. It wasn't as scary as I thought. Don't lie. You were holding my hand tightly whenever it slid down from the heights. I was laughing hard, holding my tummy. Hey, but I wasn't as scared as I thought. I didn't ride it just by looking at it in the past, but now I've ridden it, I think it's not that scary. Was it your first time? I looked at him surprised. Third time. I rode it twice when I was a child. I was really scared at that time. They were walking hand in hand. Well, I agree, you were calmer. I thought you would be screaming so much. We both chuckled. Are you having fun? Yep, thank you so much. I tiptoed and I was about to retreat, but he held me by my. Now I'm recharged. Let's eat something and recharge you as well. She giggled. She felt as if someone was looking at them, but there was no one. What happened? Ryan shook his head. Ryan, I'll be late tomorrow or maybe won't be coming to the office. My old friend is coming to meet me from abroad. You also take a day off. Taehyung walked toward the living room. Wan was sitting in the living room watching her K-drama. Nah, I have some work to wrap up. It'll only take an hour or two. Why don't you come with me? I sat beside her. Is he coming with his wife or girlfriend? He's single. Then no. Don't worry, I'll hang out with Nabi. Taehyung wrapped his arm around my shoulder. I rested my head on his shoulder. Are you sure? She nodded. Good morning, everyone. I greeted my team members, but no one responded. Nabi walked toward me. What happened, Nabi? Ryan, are you dating Mr. Kim? Her eyes widened. She was about to respond to her when Sana cut her. What do you mean dating? Mr. Kim is married. Ask her if she's around or not. I yelled at her. Why are they speaking like that? Exactly what you are hearing, and I'm not. I saw you, Mr. Kim, in amusement park with my own eyes. Not only that, I saw you flirting with Mr. Kim many times in the office too. I needed solid proof, and here I have it now. She showed a picture of both of them in the amusement park. Her eyes widened. She looked at everyone. They were showing her disgust look. It's not like that, Sana. It's not like that. You guys are misunderstanding me. I tried to clear myself. We have eyes and we can see everything with our eyes. Have some shame, Ryan. Mr. Kim is married. Still you thought of around with him. Enough. I slapped her. If you want your job, then think before speaking. What? You'll threaten us now that you have a relationship with the CEO? I'll complain about you to the board members. He's my husband and stop calling me. I yelled at her as no one has ever disrespected me this much. She started laughing. Everyone also started laughing with her. Mr. Kim never revealed his wife, but it doesn't mean you can blabber any nonsense just to save your. You are fired, Miss Sana. I said with gritted teeth. Who are you to fire me? She was about to slap Wine when someone held her wrist tightly, stopping her. My wife and major shareholder of this company. She has every right to hire or fire anyone. Sana's eyes widened in shock. Everyone was looking at me, flabbergasted. I smirked seeing their reaction. They were insulting me a few minutes ago and now they are afraid. So, Miss Sana, what were you saying? She immediately knelt down. I'm sorry, Ryan. Mrs. Kim. I cut her off. I'm sorry, Mrs. Kim. I'm really sorry. I didn't know. Exactly. If you don't know anything, then what right do you have to insult anyone? I yelled, making everyone flinch, including Taehyung, which was new. I was so angry. I'm sorry. Please don't fire me. I'm the only way of earning for my family. Please, I need this job. Stand up. She immediately stood up. It's your last chance, and if I see anyone insulting any other employee, then be ready to lose this job. I sat and walked away, holding Taehyung's hand. Thank you so much, Mrs. Kim. They walked inside the office. Taehyung fetched some water for her. Calm down, you're scaring me now. It's new. I chuckled and gulped down the water. Have you seen yourself once when you are angry? You're looking scary. Is that so? I chuckled again. Soon a smirk formed on his lips, which wasn't a good sign. I grabbed her by her, reducing every distance between us. Don't. Taehyung, we can't. I'm not gonna do anything. What's going on in your unholy mind? He had that mischievous smirk back which I wanted to smack badly. He started laughing, looking at her expressions. Vine started hitting him. He stood up and started running away. Taehyung's office became a playground for both of them. Vine was chasing him while he was running away from her. Meanwhile, the whole office was staring at both of them, behaving like kids. Yup, they didn't draw the curtains. Thank God they are in a good mood, otherwise I was thinking about packing my stuff. She is more scary than Mr. Kim. Everyone laughed at her while she was still trembling.